what your Muslim organization should do if you don't have enough money. I was speaking to a sheikh yesterday. He wanted some advice on this amazing dawah project that he's doing. We were talking about things and I said to him, look, if your dua could be answered and you could have whatever you wanted, what would you like to happen? And he said one thing. The first thing is that I would like massive awareness for my project. The second thing he said was that he would want money. Obviously, with a lot of the shuyukh and the learned people, they're not really in love with money or anything, but they know that money has this kind of power. I call it like stored up energy, right? That once you bring money to a project, it can really grow it even faster. So money was his second thing. I was talking about a belief that I used to have. When I first joined this organization, it's called IERA, I joined it, and at that time, I used to think, you know what, the most important resource for us is money. Right, and this was my thinking. I was thinking, if we have money, then you know what, you can get anything else that you need, and this is the only thing we really need to work on. As time went on, my view kind of changed a little bit. I'll tell you a story that demonstrates that a little bit as well. Umar radiallahu anhu, while he's Khalifa, he's sitting in this house, and he's in this room with all the companions, and he says to the companions, he says, look, make a wish, right? And it's a bit like my question that I asked him, like, make a wish. And the first companion, he said that I wish that this room was filled with gold so I could spend it in the path of Allah. Right? Amazing, right? So he's not even wishing that I wish I had all the money for myself. He's wishing that he had gold that he could spend in the way of Allah. Then he said, make a wish again. And then the second brother, he said, I wish that this room was filled with jewels and pearls so that I could spend it in the way of Allah and I could give it in charity as well. And then Umar said, okay, make another wish. And then the companion said, you know, Amir al-Mu'mineen, we don't know anything better than this. Like, tell us, what is it? He said, I wish that this room was filled with the people, the likes of Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah. Right? And then he also mentioned Mu'adh ibn Jabal. So he mentioned different people, and he said, I wish that this room was filled with people. So instead of choosing gold, instead of choosing money or anything like that, he actually chose for the room to be filled with great men. Now, of course, the Sahaba were on another level, and that's something different. But my point is that I believe that people are more valuable than money. So when it comes to organizations, when it comes to resources, when it comes to anything like that, the most important resource that you need is actually great people. And I believe if a company or a business or an organization has 3 great people, I think they can transform the world. I think they can transform that company. So for me, I was advising the brother. I said, look, it's great that you're thinking about money, and most Muslim organizations neglect money, so it's great you're thinking about it. But you know what? Before you need money, you need great people. So if you're an organization that doesn't have money or is struggling in some way when it comes to money, then the number one thing you need to do is actually bring on great people. Because those great people, not only will they bring in the money, but they'll bring skills and resources which will save you money. So if you're an organization like a charity, it's very easy. You can ask people to volunteer for you. If you're a non-profit, you can still get people. There's organizations I know which are built on volunteers even though they're a non-profit. And then if you're a business, you can always ask students and other people to help as well. If you're a lone businessman, then I would say that rather than spending on other people and you can't get people in, develop yourself, build the skills yourself. And we're lucky, we live in a world where it's completely free and easy to get resources of the internet and learn anything. So the big thing I would say to you and anyone else that is having any issues when it comes to money in their organizations is get people on board, build their skills up, build the trust with them, and work with them to achieve everything you need to in your organization, including money. Jazakallah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.